I love it when a game makes you feel cool. Whether it's swinging around as Spider-Man, parrying a giant blade in Metal Gear Rising, getting a fatality in Mortal Kombat, or getting glory kills in Doom. Hello everyone, my name is Brickster, and today we're going to be talking about why these games make us feel so cool. We're going to be talking about sound, finishers, and how you can use sound to tell a good story. But before we talk about any of that, first we need to talk about what do all of the games I talked about in the beginning of this video have in common? Finishers. Mortal Kombat 1, no, not that one. That one is what really popularized this form of exaggerated kills in video games with their fatalities. The original Mortal Kombat is one of the games that, because of the intense violence, is the reason we even have video game ratings like the ESRB in the first place. Anyways, back on track. Finishers really help you break up combat, so it's not just action over and over again, you know? Gives you some time to break up the fight and watch your character do something super cool. It also helps with pacing. I don't want the game to just play itself, but the little finishers sprinkled in here and there, that I like. Things like quick time events also help with pacing, but they take away too much control from the player, as most of the time you don't initiate them, and they just happen. Unlike finishers, which you, the player, have to initiate, giving the player control and allow you to show the player something badass. This is future me editing the video. Just want to say I don't hate quick time events. I just hate it when they're used obsessively and when they're used in cutscenes to kind of just force engagement. But I think they're fine in games, just I hate it when they're overused. Okay, back to the video. Now, I'm not saying that for a game to feel cool they have to have finishers, but I just think that they really add to these types of games we're talking about. But then again, none of this matters without... Before we talk about music in these games, we need to talk about impact. What do I mean by impact? I mean impact! If I don't sound like I'm punching someone or ripping them limb for limb, what's even the point? Let me show you an example of good impact versus great impact. In all of the Super Smash Bros. Games before Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, when you would be killed, it would make this super big blast and make this really cool sound when you died. So when they were creating Ultimate, they were like, how can we make this even cooler? And someone was just like, I got this. Freeze frame, louder sound, special effects. So now in Ultimate, on the final kill, it goes slow motion for a second when you kill someone, adds some flashy effects in the background, and makes your last hit make a sound, which ultimately made it more satisfying to defeat your opponent. Alright, enough about impact, let's talk about... Wait, we can't have another title card yet, this section isn't even over, get this out of here. Alright. Back to sound stuff. There's two ways you can really go about music in video games, either setting the tone or telling more of a story in some aspect. We're gonna look at two different games, which I talked about at the start, and see how they do music differently. First, let's talk about... Wait, what do you mean we don't have a title? We don't have a title card? Okay. From the top. First, let's talk about Doom, or more specifically, Doom Eternal. I think that... Wait, what's that noise? I can't stop it. The video, it's editing it itself. Doom's music just works. While not in combat, the game is practically begging you to kill something. Just listen to it slowly building up forever, just begging you to murder. And then once you initiate combat, the game just lets you let loose as you
rip and tear until it is done.
I mean, the music for this game is just insane. The most popular song that basically got memed to death has part of it made with a lawnmower? Like seriously, look this up. The guy who made it, Mike Gordon, used a lawnmower as an instrument. This game's music is just empowering and amazing, to say the least. I mean, this game's entire design is just run at enemy, shoot, dodge attacks, murder. You wanna heal? Gotta kill an enemy for that. Need more ammo? Think you need to kill an enemy for that. Want armor? Pretty sure you need to burn an enemy alive for that one. My point being is that Doom Eternal is pretty cool. You should play it. It's on Game Pass and goes on sale pretty often on Steam. or get it on a console. I don't know. And if you can't afford that, you can, well, you can always, you get what I mean. The joke is piracy. Next, we're going to talk about Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. This game is pretty unique when it comes to music, and I really don't think I've seen anything like it. Basically, all of the bosses' themes have lyrics, which is pretty weird for a video game. Even weirder, they flesh out the story of each respective boss and tell us their perspective of the story. And each character almost acts as a path our main character, Raiden, could have gone down. Also, yeah, we're still talking about the funny meme game.
Memes. The meme. Meme. Memes. The memes. They're memes.
I want to analyze the final boss's theme to convey how this type of storytelling works. Quickly, I'll go over Senator Armstrong's, the final boss's, view as a villain. Armstrong essentially is an extremely flawed nationalist Darwinist, that's a mouthful, who wants to use war as a business to get elected, so everyone will have the ability to fight their own battles and the strong will thrive. He literally attempts to frame an assassination of the president of Pakistan, so the internet will cancel them and go to war. Yes, this is real. His plan is to use Twitter to start a war.
Check the internet lately.
Raiden, Air Force One is turning back to the States.
What? How'd they know?
Someone posted photos of what's happening on the base. The whole world is up in arms.
Show me. How did they?
Blood, and already they're calling for blood.
Anyways, knowing this, listen to this short snippet. This bit of the song is playing while you're fighting a shirtless man with a big sword. This bit of the song tells us that despite Raiden obviously at this point rejecting Armstrong's ideology, Armstrong still believes Raiden is similar to him just because of the fact Raiden is using his strength to fight for what he believes in. Which is, I mean, everyone really does that, but whatever. I mean, he does have kind of a point. Raiden is breaking the law and carving his own path and fighting for what he believes in, which falls in line with Armstrong's ideals. This leads to Armstrong believing his ideas or his memes are being passed down to Raiden. And we get this from a metal song in his final theme. As ridiculous as this game is, I still think this type of storytelling is very interesting and it could be used in more games, and I want a Metal Gear Rising 2. Where is it? Oh, hey. Oh, you want a conclusion? Well, if I'm being honest, this video doesn't really have one. It's just kind of all over the place. Mostly me ranting. I sound really dead inside at the start. I could fix that, but I'm kind of lazy. Let me think. Here, I got it. My point being is that reading is for nerds. Big, manly men rock out to their story.